Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you. But today I am doing a cook with me video. I thought it'd be a really fun video to do. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So for breakfast, I decided to make banana oatmeal. And so you will need bananas, almond milk, oats, and optional ingredients would be vanilla and salt, and cinnamon. And so yeah, here I am just putting about a cup of oats into my pot, and then about equal portions of half almond milk and half water, which is about a cup altogether. So about a cup of oats and a cup of liquid, and then I just put in a whole banana, and then later you will see me crushing it up. I just wanted to get it soft because they were frozen. And then I decided to put a bunch of cinnamon and then salt. I didn't put vanilla in it just because it wasn't necessary. But yeah, then I just put it on the stove, and you can let it cook for however long you want. I also decided to cut up some apples here and put them on top. They were just left over from the other day, so I decided I could do that really quick. And then yeah, I just came over here to check on the oatmeal, and I just had to crush this banana up because it was ready to be crushed up. So I just went ahead and put that into the pan. You can make it however crushed up you'd like. But yeah, I just decided to crush it up a whole bunch because I don't really like it to be big chunks of it. So yeah, you will do that pretty much when the oatmeal's pretty much almost done. But anyway, I put that in there. Then I just came over here and put it into equal proportions into bowls and put apples on top of it. Okay, and then I wanted to start on supper, which was enchiladas, so I needed to start some black beans. I did this for lunch and supper, so yeah, I just went ahead and put that into the Instant Pot with about 2 quarts of water, and I think I did about a cup of dried beans, and then it was 40 minutes on chili/bean setting on the Instant Pot. And then I also went to start my chicken for supper, so I put some chicken breast in it with a bunch of cut up onions and peppers, and then I added a little tiny bit of water to the end. And then of course you will put whatever seasonings you would like. I put garlic powder. I would have put onion powder, but obviously since there's onions in here you don't need that. And I put salt and pepper. You will just do this to taste. It's not exactly measured. But then I just turned it on and put it on high, so it would cook and be ready for supper. Another thing that I had to start earlier was sourdough flour tortillas. I don't remember the exact measurements, so I will try to leave that in the description box below, but I just went ahead and started making this because I like to do sourdough flour tortillas because I can't really tell the difference, and none of us can between them because our sourdough isn't sour anymore. So yeah, it's wonderful and a lot more healthy. As you can see, it was really thick, so it wasn't very practical, but it was fine, and it worked out great. And then once that's done, you will just set it aside and let it sit. So for lunch, I am making a recipe that I found on YODER'S channel over here on YouTube, and I will leave a link in the description box below. So I'm not actually going to share exactly what I did here, but it's pretty much like a taco salad bowl. I will also try to leave the link for that video in the description box as well, so you guys can find the recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, and since we didn't have tomatoes, I kept those out, but I put quinoa in ours, and just beans and I thought it tasted really, really amazing, and I've made this like a few times since then. So yeah, it's definitely a wonderful, wonderful lunch. And also, when the vegetables start growing in our garden, I will probably want to add like peppers and also tomatoes and stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to share exactly what I did, so you guys can just watch the rest of my process. I thought I would share what I did for the dressing recipe because she did a different dressing and I just made my own up. So what I put in here was ketchup, a little bit of hot pasty stuff, and then also some hot mayonnaise, and then I mixed that up and added a little bit of water to it. I also added a little bit of taco seasoning to the salad, and also the second time I made it, I just added the taco seasoning to the dressing instead. So I would definitely recommend you putting the water into the dressing because I didn't the second time and it didn't turn out as well. I liked it was a little bit thinner, but I kind of forgot that the second time I made it. But anyway, I just mixed all this up and it was absolutely amazing. And the batch that I made enough for 4 people, and it would have made enough for 5, but yeah, it was really delicious. And here I'm just straining some vitamin C tea that my sister made in the morning, so I decided I'd just strain it because I don't really like dishes sitting around on my day. But yeah, I just added a little bit of water to it and then filled it up with ice and then poured myself a cup because it was just absolutely amazing and I couldn't resist. It was just delicious. So I did that, added my favorite middle straw, and took a drink. It was absolutely amazing. So now it is later in the day, and I wanted to start making the flour tortillas. It was about 3 o'clock, and we normally eat about 5:30. So yeah, I just wanted to make them here quick so they weren't hot when I assembled them. So all I did was use our flour tortilla maker, and yeah, I put about 2 tablespoons of dough on it or so to make them a little bit bigger, and they made about 20 if I remember correctly, and so yeah, if you make this recipe you'll probably want to make double. That's what I did here, and it made about 20, but anyway, it depends on your family, of course, but we wanted them for a few meals, so that is just why I made double. I wouldn't have had to make double if I were just making them for supper, but anyway, that's what I did today, and I'm just here making them quick. And now it's time to assemble them. It was about 4:30, something like that. So what you will need for this recipe is your flour tortillas, cheese, your enchilada sauce, a pan, cream cheese, and another pan. But anyway, that is what I did here, and you can also add sour cream to it to make it a little bit richer, but I didn't really feel like it. So anyway, I just went ahead and took some meat out of here. I didn't want all of it for supper, so I just took about half, and then my mom's going to use the rest of it for the next day. But I just took what I wanted out of here and strained it off because I didn't want the juice. Just a tip that you don't really want any juice for enchiladas. In my opinion, I didn't like how juicy mine was, and I didn't put hardly any of it in. After I shred up the chicken, I will just put that onto the stove and cook it up and make it hot. And then here I'm just adding some salt and pepper to the enchilada sauce that we canned, and then I wanted to shred up some cheese, just a little bit to put on the top. We don't eat a whole lot of dairy, so I just didn't want that much, but I was going to use a little bit of this organic cream cheese for it because I really like how creamy it makes it. So I decided to put I put about a tablespoon or so into it, and you probably couldn't even tell, but it was probably just my mind. And then I added the rest of these beans here that I made for supper. So how to layer it, you just put a little bit of sauce on the bottom of your pan, and then you'll put some of the meat into the flour tortilla, roll it up, and put it into your pan. I made about 10 here, I think, and yeah, my pan was way too small, so I just had to fix that problem. I thought I could fit 10 into this pan, but I couldn't. So I just poured that sauce over the top of these when I was done layering them all up. But yeah, as I said, I did 10. We have 5 people in our house, and we only would have needed about 6 or 7 of these. So I'm definitely going to keep that in mind next time. But anyway, I just poured this sauce over because I didn't want to waste it, and then I poured the rest of the enchilada sauce, or almost the rest, and then just put a little bit of cheese on top and put that into a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes, just to get the cheese nice and crispy and stuff. The next thing I did here was do a couple cups of rice and just cook that. I like to add a little bit of oil and salts to it to make it taste better. So I just put that on high, and then I would have waited till it boiled and then put it on low. And then the next thing here, I just went ahead and did some avocado. They were going bad, so I decided to make guacamole with them. And so yeah, I just put salt, pepper, mayonnaise, and it's optional, but you could put garlic powder, onion powder. Obviously people like to do salsa sometimes, but anyway, we don't really do a whole lot of salsa in the guacamole. I just don't really like the way it tastes. But anyway, after that's done, I just went ahead and everything was ready by then. So yeah, it was absolutely delicious, and yeah, we had our tea with that. I just had another cup there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a like and leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys soon. God bless.